Left of the box. This caught my eye for reasons that are hilarious, actually. So some of you might remember this woman here, Gina Carano. Fire Mandalorian actor Gina Carano sues Lucasfilms Disney with help from Elon Musk. Oh, really? Okay, this is interesting. Los Angeles actor Gina Carano on Tuesday sued Lucasfilms and its parents, the Walt Disney Company, over her 2021 firing from The Mandalorian, saying she was let go for expressing right-wing views on social media. The lawsuit Carano filed with the help from X, formerly Twitter, in federal court in California, alleges her wrongful termination from the Star Wars Galaxy Disney streaming series. You know what? Being part of anything to do with Disney right now, not exactly a feather in your cap. At least it's not Marvel. After 2 seasons, over a post liking the treatment of American conservatives to the treatment of Jews in Nazi Germany. We'll get to that in just a moment. So, Disney and Lucasfilms. Oh, so the lawsuit alleges that she was fired because she dared to voice her own opinions against an online bully mob who demanded her compliance with their extreme progressive ideology. Disney and Lucasfilms have not filed a response to the lawsuit, and representatives did not immediately respond to an email requesting comment. Lucasfilm stuff, blah, 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 blah. So, So yeah, she's a former mixed martial artist. You know, I actually liked that she was in some of these movies. Like she was in Deadpool, one of the Fast and Furious movies, because it was just nice to have a woman that wasn't exactly like all the other women. You know, she's a bit built up, she's strong, that sort of thing. Hardly like the damsel in distress type stereotype of woman. But yeah, she then went on to star in right-wing movies and got no fame or anything from it. Yeah, so the lawsuit says that Carano willingly took part in Zoom meetings with leaders of LGBTQ plus 2S group at the company's behest with very positive results, but the Lucasfilm demanded that a public apology in which she admitted to mocking or insulting entire groups of people, which Carano has never done, and subjected her to other harassment over the issue. Carano said on social media Tuesday that X helped fund the lawsuit. X owner Elon Musk shared her post, adding anyone else who felt they had been wronged by the company should let us know if you would like to join the lawsuit against Disney. Oh, Carano had previously been criticized for social media posts that mocked mask wearing during a pandemic and made false allegations of voter fraud during the 2020 presidential election. She also mocked the use of gender pronouns in profiles listing beep boop bop. In her social media bio, she said this was not about mocking trans people, but Star Wars reference to R2-D2. And the lawsuit calls it a playful way to diffuse the harassment she had received, but alleges the issue, blah, blah, blah. So if we go to this article here, it actually says how much she's going for. So Carano brings claims for wrongful discharge and sex discrimination. She seeks a court order that would force Lucasfilms to recast her. I'm going to force you to work with me again and add at least $75,000 plus punitive damages. Some of us have been unjustly singled out, harassed, persecuted, and had our livelihood stripped away because we dared to encourage conversation and ask questions and refused to go along with the mob, she said in a statement. So the thing is that Elon Musk is actually helping her out with this. So the suit says Disney required Carano, who was paid $25,000 per episode as a guest actor, to later negotiate a one-time $5,000 bonus to meet with representatives of all that sort of stuff. On X funding the suit, Carano added, "I am honored that my case has been chosen to be supported by the company that has been one of the last glimmers of hope for free speech in the world." On X, last year, Musk pledged to fund legal action for users on X who claimed they have faced discrimination by their employees over activity on the platform. The offer came with no limit on costs, with Musk saying he would go after the board of directors of the companies too. Amid a hardening position on issues such as gender politics and race in the Republican Party, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis made a holding woke corporation accountable one of the main blah, 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 blah. But the reason why this really, really caught my attention is this here. is the thingy, the what they actually handed into the court. So from the plaintiff, the Walt Disney Company, Lucasfilm stuff complaint. So this was actual documentation for court filing. This is the court filing here. So this is actual court documentation from Gina Carano and her. You're not ready for this, but you will be. Okay. Plaintiff Gina Carano, though underassigned counsel, through underassigned counsel, files this complaint for damages and equitable relief against defendants, the Walt Disney Company. Introduction. A short time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, defendants made it clear that only one orthodoxy in thought, speech, or action was acceptable in their empire, and that those who dared to question or failed to fully comply would not be tolerated. And so it was with Carano. After 2 highly acclaimed seasons on The Mandalorian as the Rebel Ranger Cara Dune, Carano was terminated from her role as swiftly as her character's peaceful home planet of Alderaan had been destroyed by the Death Star in an earlier Star Wars film. And all of this because she dared to voice her own opinions on social media platforms and elsewhere and stood up to online bully mob who demanded her compliance with their extreme progressive ideology. Defendants' wrath over their employees' social media posts also differed depending on sex. Even though the force is female, defendants chose to target a woman while looking the other way when it came to men. While Carano was fired, defendants took no action against male actors who took equally or more vigorous and controversial positions on social media. But the rule of law still resides over the defendant's empire, and with Carano has returned to demand that they be held accountable for their bullying, discriminatory, and retaliatory actions that inflicted not only substantial emotional harm, but millions of dollars in lost income. I need to see this in Star Wars Scroll. Please, somebody who's better at this than me. I need to see this in Star Wars Scroll going on the screen. Can somebody please do that, please?